Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and hook up the rudder now. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to work on the tail end of the rudder here, and we're going to take the ball link off. Just kind of look at how it was assembled so you can put it back the same way when you go to do that. I disassembled the wire. It actually comes pretty much ready to go, but I wanted to kind of show you, in case you're working on a plane that isn't, how we do this. The first thing you're going to do is slide your little metal tube or tubes onto the wire. Then you're going to take this connector, this threaded rod with the hole in it, and go through that. And then you're going to go back through those rods, the tubing here. Just give me 1 second to kind of wrangle this, and I'll show you once I go through here. Okay, so then we go back through the tube. You don't want to use too much of this excess here, so I'm going to kind of pull that back. So now we've just got a simple loop in there, and then we're going to take the end and go back in through the tubes from the front to the back again one more time, and that's going to kind of lock it in. And then just pull that tight. You can use some pliers so you can get a better grip on it. Okay. And then you're just going to use some flat pliers to crush these down. This needle nose would probably work, but I'm going to go ahead and get some bigger ones to clamp that down. So that's what you're going to do. Then you're going to go ahead and put this ball link back on here, and you want to go ahead and screw this down almost all the way, but you probably want to leave about, I don't know, 5 millimeters. You want to leave a little bit of the thread exposed. You want to get it to where it's pretty fully seated, but you want some adjustability when you get to the end. You'll see why later, but basically tighten this up most of the way, but I'll show you in just a minute where I leave this. Okay, so here's our finished assembly. Again, you're going to take the wire and go through this end, through both the tubes, through the hole in the connecting rod, back through the tubes, then back around to the front of the tube and back out. Then cinch it down. You can have a little bit of this play, that doesn't really matter. Having a little bit of loop there, it doesn't matter if that's real big or a little smaller. This is about the right size I normally leave it. And lastly, you want to make sure, like I said, that you have a little bit of space left on these threads. You could maybe even go in a touch more, but later you're going to need to fine tune and adjust these. So you don't want to bottom this out and then have no room to tighten it. So this is what you're going to do on the back end of the tail on one side, and then we're going to go ahead and move to the other and finish that side. Alright guys, so we've got both our horns installed on the rudder on each side here, as you can see, and we've gone ahead and what we've done is put a little bit of tape, painter's tape, on the rudder, and that's going to keep it stabilized so that it does not move at all when we're working on the rudder cables up at the servo.